How's it going, everyone? So this is more along the rumor mill department, and this is kind of being reported by Jeremy Fowler, and it's kind of just keep an eye on it. So Jeremy Fowler's reported or talked about that a wide receiver could become a potential trade candidate, and actually kind of two receivers that kind of come up, but really only one's viable, and that is wide receiver Dontayvion Wicks. Currently, with how our wide receiver situation is, considering Dontayvion Wicks is going to be vying for a new contract. Same thing with Christian Watson, Jaden Reed. And then we have rookies from last year in Savion Williams and Matthew Golden, that there's not enough room for all these receivers. And Dontayvion Wicks is kind of the prime target out of all the receivers on our roster to potentially be traded. Now, the other receiver that also came up that teams have called to see if he's available for trade is Jaden Reed. But the Packers kind of view Jaden Reed as one of the core pieces. They really like him. So it's very unlikely that they move him unless they get a severe, like, King's ransom of however you can look at it for Jaden Reed's value. But he is very unlikely to get traded, which leaves Dontayvion Wicks, because I highly doubt they're going to try to re-sign both Wicks and also Jaden Reed. So right now, keep an eye out that potentially Dontayvion Wicks could be traded this offseason. Staying along the receiver front as well with Romeo Doubs, who didn't include with the receivers we have. The Packers and Romeo Doubs camp, they did come together, try to talk and come to a contract agreement. That did not happen. So it looks like Romeo Doubs will be entering free agent and is probably going to be one of the top free agents. He's considered one of the best overall receivers in this free agent class at this current moment. So he's probably going to cost a pretty penny. And the Packers aren't going to want to pay that amount of money for Romeo Doubs, especially with his, unfortunate injury history with his concussion. And they're just not willing to shell out that amount. So Romeo Doubs is probably also another player not returning to the Packers. And so in the event that Romeo Doubs doesn't come back and then Dontayvion Wicks does get traded, that would leave at wide receiver Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, Jacoby Keeney James, Jaden Reed, and Savion Williams. And then over on the practice squad, who we signed to future contracts, Will Shepard and Isaiah Nair. So there's still a little bit of depth. I'd probably like a little more depth considering last year, unfortunately, injuries in the Packers are brutal, and I got a little bit of PTSD. I would like as much depth as possible, but really, that's not a bad receiver crew at the end of the day. But just coming out with a video about some of the rumors that are being reported by ESPN sources. It's the offseason. There's going to be a lot of rumors swirling around, so not every rumor is going to happen, but still something to talk about since, as of right now, it is a slow offseason before free agency. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.